Hey everyone, this is Andrew with Mock Till You Drop. I posted a video yesterday about how the June CFA exam was still a go. Literally moments after publishing that video, CFAI updated their website stating that the exam had been postponed. I want to quickly go over the important details of that announcement, what we know so far, and then I want to share my thoughts about what I think you can do in the meantime. You should have received an email from CFAI about the exam being postponed. You can also check out their website, which gives a little more information that was provided in the email. On the page where they announce that the June exams are postponed, there's an FAQ section at the bottom, and this is where more of the details are provided. The earliest possible date that candidates who are registered for the June 2020 exam is now going to be December 2020. Keep in mind that this is not official yet. CFAI still has to confirm that to all candidates, which they plan to do no later than May 8. There's also going to be an alternative exam date, which CFAI indicates will be in 2021. So sometime before or on May 8, you'll probably get the option to choose either the December 2020 exam date or another date in 2021, which sounds like it'll probably be in June. So what does this mean to candidates, and what should you be doing now? Well, first, instead of having about 78 days remaining until your exam, you now have about 8.5 months. So let's think about what this means. The average candidate was probably a couple months into their studying for the June exam. Let's say they started early January and they've been allocating 2 to 3 hours a day of studying. Now all of a sudden, their exam date, which was supposed to be in about 78 days, has now been postponed all the way out to December, 8.5 months away. So the average candidate is probably going to think to themselves, I have 8.5 months into the exam now. I can take a nice long break and maybe come back to studying sometime in September or early October. So for someone who's been studying for the last 2 to 3 months, that seems pretty reasonable. But there's an interesting opportunity for you to think about. If you've been allocating 2 to 3 hours a day towards studying for the last couple of months, you now have that time to fill. While other candidates are taking the next few months off from studying, I would use this to your advantage. Now, I'm not saying continue studying for 2 to 3 hours a day. I think that's a little overkill this far out. However, I would take maybe 30 minutes out of that time that you have already allocated to just keeping the material fresh in your mind, whether that's going through a portion of the reading or learning a couple of the core concepts. There's a lot you can accomplish in 30 minutes, but at the same time, it's not overwhelming like a 2 to 3 hour period. And what you'll probably find is that spending 30 minutes a day doing this is going to be easy compared to 2 to 3 hours. While other candidates are taking a few months off, you're spending that time keeping the material fresh in your head. So when it comes time for other candidates to start studying again by September, early October, you're already way ahead of them. All right, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Be safe and take care.